Hi. So today I want to talk about the second chapter of uh, of the book How to Learn to Be an Extrovert. The book that I wrote, which is available on Wattpad. Um, the second chapter, which is called Be Optimistic, right? Ralph Smart said, "Happiness is a choice." So what we can do, what we can try in our lives, what we can do in order to have a better life, I think, is to be optimistic, to be optimistic, to be optimistic again. Um, be extremely optimistic. Always see the brighter side of things. Always see the glass half full. Um, and understand uh, in this process, because uh, you will always learn something, no matter how old you are. Understand in the process of becoming the better version of yourself that uh, good things will happen to you, and in the end, everything is going to be okay. No matter how complicated your life you think your life is, and no matter the number of negative thoughts that you have in your mind, uh, everything is going to be okay in the end. Like everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be okay, and good, things will happen in your favor. So as I said, be extremely optimistic. Always see the brighter side of things. Always see the glass half full. And no one says that you should be to do things with to the extreme, to go to the extreme. You need to try to be as optimistic as possible. Um, in a world full of sad people, try to be the one that smiles. In a world full of sad people, try to be happy. In a world full of um, upset people, try to be happy. Try to smile. Try to think about the positive. Be the one that says, "What if something good happens? What if we're going to solve this problem? What if everything is going to be okay? Um, what if we trust the process? What if we focus on the positive things in our life?" Also, Ralph Smart said, let's just focus on the things that we love instead of the things that we hate, something like that. Uh, we should focus on things that we love instead of us focusing on what we hate, something like that. Which is very true. If we would focus on things that we love, we wouldn't have time to hate others. We need to focus on us and what we love and what we appreciate. We need to focus on our dreams. Um, so yeah, in a world full of angry people, try to be positive. In a world full of sad, be happy. Um, in this book that I wrote, I said, look at situations in your life from another angle, because life is uh, what you see. Life is uh, opinions, and life is, I guess, perspectives, if you will. Life is like what you imagine. So you could see some person can see something, and you can see something else. We should appreciate the fact that we see differently, but at the same time, we should realize that no party is wrong. There was this photo on the internet with a 6 and a 9, because if you look from upside down, the number 6 is a 9. And from one part you can see 9, and from the other you can see the number 6. So no one is necessarily wrong, as far as that photo goes, and in life in general too. But we can see things differently, and that's okay, right? And uh, what we can do, and what, like, we can see things from another angle. We are capable of seeing things positive. No one is forcing us to see the negative side of things. um, but we can try. We can think positive, and we can try to do this. We are capable of doing this. We need to train ourselves. If we really want to be optimistic, we need to train ourselves to be that way, because we naturally, as humans, I probably read that somewhere, but I think it's very true. Uh, Probably saw it on a podcast or something, but we tend to think about the negative things. Our brain, our body focuses a lot on the negative things. That's why you see on the news a lot of negative things. But that's another thing. Uh, I just said that so you can have an idea of what I'm saying. On the news, you see a lot of negative things, because the body, the human, the brain focuses a lot, and I mean a lot, on the negative things, and then the positive. Um, that that's just how we are. But guess what? The good news is that we can control the way that we think. So we are not focusing on the negative things. So we're not focusing on the negative thoughts anymore. As I say, I am not my negative thoughts. I am my actions, so I don't care. I am not my negative thoughts. I'm just simply the good things that I do. I am my actions, the things that I do. So I don't. I let those negative thoughts be on my mind. Uh, but I don't let them control me in a way. I don't, like, I let them there, but I don't focus on them. I don't focus on the negative thoughts. I don't focus on um because they don't define me. They're not who I am. They don't represent me. And from my point of view, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I guess it's good to have negative thoughts, because you know not to do. What you shouldn't say. You know what to do better. You know all these things. You know what to do better. So there's also, like yin and yang. I believe, personally, I believe all of us have the good and the bad. We just need to focus on the good. Our body, I guess, naturally, and if you live and if you see things, uh, if you learn things and so on and so on, you will have the yin and the yang. We have the good and the bad, which is, I guess, in life we think we need to learn how to balance it. We need to learn how to, like, I have the good and the bad. I know what is good. I have to try to do good. So it is possible to just be optimistic. So what I'm doing in this video is, like, kind of just show you the chapters from the book, how to learn to be an um, extrovert, and sort of talk about a little bit more. It's kind of like a detailed version, if you will, of the book, audio version on YouTube, right? So I'm explaining and I'm talking about the chapters and the words and the thoughts that came to my mind, that appeared in my mind while I was writing these words, and just talk about the topic a little bit. Right. So what is important is that you can think positive. I'm just gonna give an example from the book. Let's just say that you broke your arm or your leg, or have a sprained ankle or leg, or something like that. Whatever, right? This is something that I just add because um, yeah, whatever. So think about what matters in the present moment, right? Very important. So Probably there are some people that are going to say, yeah, I have a sprained ankle, I did something that required, if you will, surgery. Um, and there's no way that I can think about the positive because my leg is broken or whatever. I'm in a hospital. I can barely move. It's going to be days since I'll be out or something like that. Right now there are real situations in this life that there's no way that you can see. There's no way that you can see a way out. But that's where I guess you should believe more in good things in your life. Um, you need to pray more. You need to believe in God. And I gave this situation on the book. You broke your arm or something because I think you can like try to believe more. Try to that there's a perfect moment that you can actually be more optimistic. There's a perfect moment that you can train this thought a little bit more. You can like this is a perfect moment. This is a perfect example where you can just entertain this thought a little bit more. So, as I said, think about what happens. Think about what, my bad. So, I said, think about what matters in the present moment. What matters in the present moment for you? And for me, in this moment, and in that example that I gave earlier, and in life in general, I need to think about what matters in the present moment. I can see, I can breathe, you can hear, and you can think, you can eat and drink. You have people that love you. Your body and organs functions well and so on and so on. Very important. You are alive. Everything functions well. You know, like you can think. Your brain works very well. Um, and I hope it does for everybody, you know. Everything works. So when you think about these things, you should realize how lucky you are that you can do all these things. You can breathe, you can hear, you can think, you can see, right? You can think, you can see, you can eat and drink, you can do all of these things um, that I believe that we should be thankful for because they are very, very, very important things in our life. We can walk, we can use our legs to, we can use our legs to walk, and we can use our arms, we can move around, we can um, we can like do all these important things, right? There was this exercise. I'm doing a parenthesis right now, so this has nothing to do with the book, but also at the same time it kind of does. But I didn't wrote this on the book, right? So I was listening to this. I guess it's like I don't know how to call it. It's a meditation app that I think I I think I think I mentioned it on the book How to Learn to be an extrovert, the book that you can find on Wattpad. The app is called Simple Habit, and you have these things, these sessions, uh, which a person is talking to you, audio, and you listen, something like that. So Cory Muscara, which I also mentioned in the book, How to Learn to Be an Extrovert, said something very important that is in my brain right now, and it's like very like it's a lot. It's something that I think, and it is in my mind, and something that I memorized. It is about he said one time, Cory Muscara. He said that put your hand on your chest, on where your heart is, or something like that, when you feel the heartbeat, right? Uh, and I was like, be thankful that he said something like, be thankful that your heart beats, like you had think something like heartbeat, and Steve Harvey said that. I don't know if Steve Harvey said it. I don't know. I might be wrong, but someone said it, not me. said that if you have a heartbeat, that means uh, uh, that means that uh, um, if you have a heartbeat, that means that something good will happen to you. If you have a heartbeat, that means that uh, you are being prepared for something good in your life. If you have a heartbeat, you still have a reason to live. If you have a heartbeat, uh, you can do new things. It's a new day, and if you have a heartbeat, God has a plan for you. God has a plan for you, uh, as I believe it has for everyone. And God wants you to show you uh, good things. God wants you to show you something great. God is trying to show you something good, and God wants you to be on this earth. Um, yes. So try to be optimistic. Try to see the brighter side of things. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be alright. It's only in our mind. Like we can think positive. We just need to try a little bit, right? So try to think about the positive things. You know, I wrote in this book, make a list with what you can do and what works in your life. What works in your life. So things that, constantly, I believe that if you do things that make you happy, you should always do. You should always do things that make you happy. That's why I probably said, make a list of what you can do and what works in your life. You should like think about it. I don't think necessarily you should do a physical list like wrote it or write it or whatever on the laptop or with a pen or something like that. But you can think about what works in your life and what gives you a positive energy and what makes you say more um, um, that everything is going to be okay. What gives you that optimistic energy? Um, um, so something that you should focus on is being optimistic as much as you can. And if the actions in the hobbies or the things that you do create that energy, that optimistic energy is even better. So what works in your life, what is good, should give you that positive attitude, if you will. So make a list with what you can do and what works in your life. And trust me, trust me. Soon your arm, your leg, or whatever bruise you got will heal and disappear. And you will be just fine. You will get out of that hospital. That's what I wrote in the book, How to Learn to Be an Extrovert. Everything is going to be okay, just as I said earlier. Everything is going to be okay. You know, you will be just fine. And as Ralph Smart said, this too shall pass. So, my bad. So, we should try to be optimistic. You know, we need to think positive. We need to think that everything is going to be okay. It's like that song from Bob Marley. Every little thing is going to be alright. And yeah, that's it. Also, I what I said right now can be found on the book How to Learn to Be an Extrovert, available on Wattpad. Links down below. So, yeah, that's it. Focus on the positive. Um, stay safe, drink water, and yeah, peace.